Hello everyone who's actually watching these. My name is Bobby. I actually made this video once and it was too long for YouTube, so I cropped it, and it was still too long for YouTube. So this time I'm actually going to try to keep it within a specifically set time limit. This video is just going to be basically how I found my way into Wicca. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep it small because YouTube likes to be a pain in the butt. Tea. So I'm going to start off, when I was young, my family was Christian. We didn't really go to church. It was more of just a lenient, people say, I'm Christian but I don't go to church. It's like that. We moved around a lot when I was a little kid. The only memories I have as a child of going to church was maybe going to Sunday school once or twice, and I was really, really, really young, so I don't really have any memory of it. An old friend of the family's used to send me mail order Bible studies, and I did them, but it was, I don't know, it was like Bible homework. I'm not one for homework anyway, but at the end of each little session it would say, have you taken Jesus into your heart? And I was obligated to put yes, but it was just kind of, one of those things where you had to put yes. If you put no, then you'd like get in trouble or something. So anyway, that's basically the only childhood Christian memories that I have. We moved around a lot when I was younger. I've gone to 3 or 4 different elementary schools in California and in Missouri. So on top of, moving, I didn't really have a lot of friends. The oldest friends that I have, I met in 4th grade, here where I live now. So I still love my friends, I just don't have any friends from, I know I'm jumping around a lot, I'm just trying to keep it in this time limit because, the main reason that my family doesn't go to church, not the main reason, but a reason I'd like to think, is when my mother was young, she and my grandparents used to go to a Baptist church. And my grandmother was on the board, I don't know, where, like, the important board members of the church or something, and they threatened to kick her out of the board unless she baptized my mom. And my grandma is a firm believer in not doing something to someone against their will, and she wanted my mom to agree to it when she was old enough to understand what it was, so she said no, and she left voluntarily. And after that, I don't think my grandmother's gone to church again. She kind of gave up organized religion, and which I really respect her for. She has a very unbiased, respectful opinion of religion, which is really nice because I can talk to her, without having to defend a certain religion. My father's parents, my other set of grandparents, they, if I were to talk to them about the Sikh religion, or about Taoism, or about what Native Americans believed, I would end up defending that religion to them. Even though that's not my religion, I would end up defending that religion, because they would start criticizing everything that religion does. And it's like, excuse me, that's really rude. You don't do that. If you know nothing about a certain religion, you have no right whatsoever to openly oppose that religion and everything they do. It's not right. But then again, these grandparents are from Tennessee, so they are just, they're really old school and kind of racist, and you know how older people are when they're from the South and the Bible Belt and stuff like that. It's so hot right now. It's like 106 degrees. It was 110 yesterday. So anyway, back to only knowing my friends since 4th grade. When I moved here, I lived in Southern California, and then the Central Valley, and then Missouri and Central Valley, and then I moved up here to the mountains. When I moved up here, I started going to church with some of my friends. I went to a Baptist church, a Lutheran church, a Seventh-day Adventist church, a non-denominational church, a Jehovah's Witness church, which I will never do again. No offense to Jehovah's Witnesses, but it's personal. I'll talk about it in a second. If you ever feel obligated to do something, then you should know that it's not the right thing for you to do. That's just what I believe. If you don't want to do it out of your own heart, then it does not matter. I'm running out of time. Damn it. Okay, so anyway, so many people outside. I'm sorry. Where's I going with this? Oh, so in high school, later on in high school, I stopped going with her. I just couldn't take it anymore. Everything, church became her entire life. It was not just, it was her entire life, and she kind of took it overboard. Excuse me. And I went to all of these, and we're a small community. We have over 18 churches up here, and they're building another one. So, I don't know why there needs to be so many, but whatever. So I went to all these churches with my friends, and at first it was voluntary. When you're a little kid, you don't care if it's church or not. You want to hang out with your friends. And then I grew up, and my friends stopped asking me to go, except for one friend, and she, every Saturday, she wanted me to go to church with her. She was a Seventh-day Adventist, or she is. I am no longer friends with her, again for personal reasons, not really to do with religion, maybe on her part. I'll go into that right now. My last boyfriend was Jehovah's Witness, and long story short, he wanted me to go door to door proselytizing, and I said no, so we broke up. I also had unloaded a bunch of other stuff onto him. During the breakup, I told him that even though he was trying to change me, he wanted me to fully, be in his religion, and he wanted me to move up to where he was, and he wanted me to. Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate holidays, and that's fine. I totally understand that you don't need a special holiday to celebrate life and stuff like that. That's actually a really cool concept that you guys have, if any Jehovah's Witnesses are watching this. But for him to tell me that if I'm going to be in his life, I have to give up everything without negotiating anything, it was a big no-no. I don't feel like I have to be changed to be loved. So, anyway, we broke up, and in the breakup, I unloaded a bunch of stuff. I told him that I was pagan. I told him that I didn't really believe the Bible. I told him that I was pro-choice. You know, just a bunch of stuff. Some of the stuff is too personal to put on YouTube right now. But I told him all this stuff, and I think he went and told my friend, and she hasn't talked to me for like 2 years. So, oh well. If she's not going to talk to me because of religion, then that's her problem. I don't really care. I still have wonderful friends, and I keep making new friends every single day. So, you know what? I don't really care. I don't really care. I still have friends. I have amazing friends. In high school, 2 of my friends came out of the broom closet, and they didn't want a lot of people to know, but someone found out and told one of my friends, and my friends went after them and gave them pamphlets and said she'll pray to them and that they need to save their souls. And isn't that like one of the rudest things that you can do? You know, to me, that's like the people who say that being gay is wrong. Like, you can't tell someone that how they are is wrong. You know, if they're not hurting anyone. But anyway, that kind of made me start thinking about, that was the first time I was like, Wicca, interesting. I might have to make this a 2-parter, because I only have like 3 minutes left. Stupid YouTube. So that was the first time that Wicca actually came into my life, and it was, you know, I didn't study into it or anything, but it was the first time I met anyone who believed in that stuff, and I just thought it was really cool. You know what, I'm going to stop it right here, and I'm going to start part 2. I'll try to load them together, but if not, it'll, you know, only be like a day apart if anyone is actually watching this. So, be right back.